Hey guys, welcome to Southern Vape. Got a juice review for you today. Fried E-Liquids Cream Cake. As I said, got another juice review for you here, Fried E-Liquids Cream Cake. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, but before we do, I want to do the announcements I always like to make before we do a juice review. Remember, this is the review. This is my opinion. It's 100% my opinion. My opinion is no better or no worse than any other reviewers that you've watched. We all have our own taste palettes. We all have our own likes and dislikes, and I'm the same as anybody else's. You get what you pay for. I'm not charging you a dime for this review. I hope it leads you to the right direction of where you're going, but I'm not trying to encourage you to buy this product simply based upon my review. I just want to tell you my experience with this product. As with all my reviews, this information is for individuals 18 or 21, depending on that person's state laws. Vaping is not for minors. Don't get into it if you're a youngster. Leave it alone. Nicotine is involved in this. The making of these juices, nicotine is a known addictive chemical. We don't want to see anybody get hooked on anything. Stay away from vaping if you're a minor. Remember to do your part for the vaping community and vape responsible. You know what responsible means in all aspects. If you see an e-juice that has too many cartoon characters and it looks like the packaging's for minors and that kind of thing, just stay away from it. So with all that said, let's get about this juice, Fried E-Liquids Cream Cake. Now, I want to tell you something on the jump. When I first got this juice, I didn't like it. I wanted to like it so badly. I mean, it's fried Twinkie. Let me read you the manufacturer's description of this juice. And this is the description off of Fried's website. Indulge in the light and creamy taste of America's most beloved and famous treat. Immerse yourself in your favorite memories with each inhale and exhale to the possibilities of creating thousands more. It's not just a vape, it's a dirt road drive listening to your favorite song. It's your favorite teams winning the Super Bowl and World Series in the same year. It's your first kiss on top of the Ferris wheel with a sweet smell of fried desserts in the air at your local carnival. It's the original fried cream cake, or as we like to call it, the taste of the American dream. And that's a build-up. Man, I read that, I'm looking at this juice, I'm thinking, I gotta try this. I get it, I put it in my unit, I hit it, it just falls flat. There's nothing there. I'd watched these other reviewers. They were telling me the same thing. They're reviewing it saying, there's just not a lot of flavor there. And I got the same thing. There was a sweetness. It wasn't a bad flavor. I could tell it was probably a quality juice. It just didn't have the richness. It didn't have anything. There was no development of flavor in my mouth at all. I could not nail down this in my flavor palette because I couldn't get anything from the juice really, other than just the sweetness. And I thought, oh no, well, we're all budget minded. We're all buying our juices and you pay the price you pay for these juices and you don't want to just waste it and say, well, that's no good and chunk it out. So everybody's got that junk drawer at the house, right? The one that you open once a month when you're looking for a needle or a pair of scissors or a pair of whatever, a tic tac or so, I don't know, whatever's in there. I stuck mine in there, left it in there for a week or so and just moved on to another juice. Well, the other day I get it back out and I think, man, that fried Twinkie, that taste of, what they call it, the taste of the American dream. I thought, oh man, I still want that to be the juice, man. I still want to try it. So it's set, for, I guess maybe a week, 8 to 10 days. I'd been on some other juices trying to get ready to do some reviews on them. And I thought, let me try it again. Folks, let me tell you, that was the difference maker. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is going to be my everyday juice. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is going to be an award-winning juice, but I am going to sit here and tell you that if you'll let this juice steep for a week or so, at least that's my opinion, buy it while you still have other juices in preparation that you're going to vape it in a week or so. And I hate that too, because I'm the Christmas Day kid. As soon as I get my package, I want to rip it open and put it to use. With this one, I'm finding that I needed to steep it. And I find that with some liquids. If I've got another one right now that it truly is an award-winning juice by everybody else's opinion. It's one I just can't really get my my flavor palette around. I can't get my taste buds to really enjoy it, and I've got it steeping right now. And so we're going to hopefully do a review on it very soon. But fried e-liquids cream cake, that's what I found with this. I want to take a vape on it today, and then we're going to do a little bit more talking on it. I'm going to grade it. And then when that's done, if all you've came to the review for is to hear about the juice, then you can bug out on me or whatever you need to do. But I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this mod right here. And if you're a budget-minded shopper, if you're somebody just getting into vaping, if you like to pick up mods to maybe just have one to keep in your pocket, I'm going to tell you how to buy some mods on a real budget-friendly way. So let's vape this juice. Let's give it a grade. Let's do a little talking. I mean, it's there, and you can see the cloud production. Of course, I'm using a FreeMax Mesh Pro with triple mesh coils in here, vaping at about 95, well, not about, I'm vaping at 95 watts. I've got the air about halfway open. If you've used one of these tanks, you know these things produce. And so, you know, it really gives a good, strong flavor. I'm going to tell you, this probably won't hurt to continue to steep for just a few more days. And I feel like as it does, the richness is going to come out. But already I'm tasting, I get the creaminess. I do. And that fits my flavor profile all day long. I love custards. I love creams. They're just, man, they're there for me. I am getting a little of the cakiness. I'm going to tell you when I grade this, I would like to see a little bit more of a cake flavor in this. I think if I was getting that. But with all that said, let's keep in mind that this is a fried Twinkie. And do I get any fried Twinkie taste? I got to admit, I do. Trust me. You don't get as big as old Mark is without have eaten some fried Twinkies. I've eaten fried Twinkies. Is this spot on? It's pretty close for an e-juice. Hey, let's hit it again and we'll go from there. One more time. Man, I like it. I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry. I do like it. Is it one that I'm going to really go to all day, every day? Probably not. Would I buy another bottle of it? Now that I know that I really need to steep it, in my opinion, for a week or so, this would be a juice I'd put into my world. This would be one I'd use. This would be one I'd pass off to a buddy. This would be a good, solid, safe juice for somebody that's just getting into vaping and they don't really want a hard throat hit, because there's not really a hard throat hit here. I am, by the way, this is a 60 ml bottle. I'm vaping it. All my juices, I always get it 3 nic. That's what this is, in case you don't understand that terminology. It's a nicotine level of 3. So I like it, and that's just really all I can say. As with my juices, on my juice reviews, of course, I give a grade of an A, a B, or a C. With this juice, this is going to be one that I'm going to give a B, but I'm going to give it a B plus. The reason I'm giving it a B plus, and honestly, the reason I'm not giving it an A is because of this. Number one, I had to steep it for me to really enjoy the juice. Number two, I don't really get the cake flavor. I do get the Twinkie flavor, but let me tell you something. A B plus juice, I'll take it all day long, because for me to grade you at an A, you got to hit every single point. And this one really hits, it's a good juice. It's a B plus juice. And so that's my review on fried cream cake. Again, you can Google this. You can find it all over the websites. I just don't really want to say where I got mine. I'm not trying to tell you to go buy it just based off of my opinion. Now, let's move to something else, and I won't keep you real long. This little mod. This is not a kit. These are 2 different brands. Again, this is a FreeMax Mesh Pro tank. It's in the carbon fiber. I've got the bigger tank on it that did come with it if you buy one of these. I can tell you right now, I will tell you where I bought this at. I got it at 8 Vape. You can find the tanks. When I bought this a week or so ago were $19.99. That's a good value for a FreeMax Mesh Pro, in my opinion. Of course, they've got bottom airflow, and for the most part, you're not going to want to run these at full open unless you're just really wanting to produce some vapor. We'll give you a shot there and show you. big boy clouds. And I've said before, if you've watched my other video, that I'm not a big cloud chunker. I'm more of on a flavor chase with these things, and so that's where I'm at. This little unit though, the Aspire Skyrocket. Now let me tell you something. If you're just getting into this and you're always looking for a deal, check the clearance sections. That's where they're at. $29.99 for this unit. There's nothing in the world wrong with this. This is a little 200 watt unit, something like that. Has all kinds of features. It's touch screen. You can charge it from the front. It's double 18650. Great little mod, man. Hey, it's built like it's retro looking. I don't even care what it looks like. They're limited on the colors they're available in. I think they had blue camouflage and white. I got white because I've got several of these Freemax tanks that I use a lot, and white will go with either one of them. Not that I care, because I don't really care what somebody thinks. Oh, look at that mod. That's a beautiful. I don't really care. I mean, green goes with white, I think, so who cares? But real easy, got one button on it. I mean, gives a real clear read out there. You can see I'm vaping at 15 watts. I mean, this is just a real good deal. And I come across it, and so I've started really looking into the clearance sections at these different websites. One thing I did run into, I again won't say the name of the company because I don't want to bash them, and it was kind of during the middle of Chinese New Year, and shipping was wishy-washy with everybody anyway. And I tried to order a particular mod, and they said they had it. And like 2 weeks later, they're telling me, oh, we don't have it. And I really think they just should have come out and said, look, it's Chinese New Year. We can't get anything in right now. And I don't even know if that was the situation, but I probably would have bought it. And so I ended up going with a whole nother unit. So I'm telling you this, it might not hurt to send the customer service an email and say, hey, I'm looking at this in your clearance section. Do you actually physically have it? Because if they'll answer back and say, yeah, we got it, then you can get yourself a heck of a deal. I really feel like this was a deal at $29.99 for the mod, and they do have some left, and $19.99 for a Freemax Mesh Pro tank. And these are not in clearance. These tanks are not in clearance, but this is my go-to tank. If I own several of them, and I don't tell you that to brag, I tell you that because I just use a lot of tanks. And this is a tank that I absolutely dearly love. It was a game changer to me when tanks came out. So I just really wanted to mention that to you about where to look for some deals, and that's where you can look. So hey, I appreciate you coming and watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like my video. I sure would appreciate it if you would subscribe, if you feel so compelled. And the little button there beside it, the notification bell, if you'll click that, the next time I do a review, you'll get notified. I hope to do 1 to 2 reviews a week. I work a lot on this. Is by no means any kind of job for me. I do this because I enjoy it, and I hope that I can give back to the community. And people that are smoking might see it and say, hey, I can vape too and get off these old cigarette things, man. Just leave them alone. So maybe 1 to 2 videos a week, and I really would appreciate you subscribing and coming back and watching me. Give me some feedback down there in the comments. Let me know what you think. Just say, hey, Mark, we appreciate the video. Or, hey, Mark, you sure are one ugly dude. I don't care. I got big shoulders. Life should be fun. Hey, something that I heard a guy tell me earlier today. We were talking about this steeping of juice, and he said, man, life's too short to vape nasty juice. And that's the truth. Life's too short on so many different levels. I don't get offended. So, if you troll my account, whatever, bro. I'll laugh at the comments too. But I'm just here to try to help folks, pass along what I've seen, what I know, which isn't a whole lot, and have a good time. So, hey, thanks for coming to Southern Vape. We appreciate you, and y'all have a good day.